Alright guys, Georgia Boy here. So last week I went to Harbor Freight, pick up some reloading stuff, and I just been busy and getting around to it this morning. It's pouring down rain here in Georgia, and so not a lot I can do outside today, so I thought I'd share some of the stuff I picked up at Harbor Freight. And before we look at this, last week, Uncle Jim did a video on using an arbor press, a half-ton arbor press, to bust open jacketed bullets and range scrap bullets to remelt and get the lead out. And he was saying, you know, they made a half-ton and a one-ton press, but he wasn't seeing the half-ton anymore on their website. And I said, well, I'm going in a few days, I'll check. And before I went, I checked on their website, and all I saw was the 1 ton. And when I got to the store, all I saw was the 1 ton. They didn't have the half ton. So I don't know if it's been discontinued or if there's a lull in manufacturing or shipping them or whatever. But right now it seems like they only have the 1 ton, and that's a shame because that half ton little arbor press was a good size, a handy size, plenty strong, and it was cheap. And maybe they'll bring it back. So let me turn this camera around, and we will look at some of the stuff.
All right. So one of the things I went there to get was this rock tumbler, and this is nothing new. A lot of people know about these rock tumblers. I'm not reinventing the wheel here this morning. This is old news, but as powder coating has come along and really become popular way of coating bullets, cast bullets, so wet tumbling about the same time. And wet tumbling your brass to clean it instead of using the vibratory brass cleaners with the dry media. And one of the first things people started using was these rock tumblers that you get at Harbor Freight. They come, you can get a single drum or a dual drum, and I went with the dual drum because the other day when I went there it was $9 more to get the dual drum. So I went ahead and got that. And if you're doing processing tons and tons and tons of brass and range brass, just this probably isn't going to suit your needs, but if you are, if you think, hey, that'll clean all the brass I need, and I can load them up, run them, empty them, load them up again. These work. I set this one up and loaded it with 44s and 38 357s, and I just ran it with water and soap just to kind of get it set up and see how it would do with that amount, and it did fine. I would probably take out a little bit of this because I would add the pins, and you want to leave some room for agitation and tumbling. These were about 3/4 of the way full, which may be a little too much, but these are, if you're just getting into it and you haven't bought anything yet, you're not doing lots of brass, you can pick these up for about $50 or so, and wet tumble. So picked up safety glasses, good wraparound kind. These are yellow. I've never used yellow, but these I got 2 boys, and I make them wear safety glasses all the time when they're shooting their BB guns, and they're boys and they tear up everything. So they get their lenses so scratched up they can't see through them, or they break them, or they lay them down outside, and I find them with the lawnmower. So I was tired of buying $6 and $7 pairs of safety glasses, and they had these for 99 cents. I'd have went with the clear if they would have had them, but they didn't have them, so got a whole bunch of those. That's a good deal. And I bought some powder coat while I was there. Now, I like the Eastwood Ford Light Blue and I like their Hugger Orange, their Chevy Hugger Orange, like the old '69 Camaro. But I was at Harbor Freight. Their powder coat is cheap. I like its containers. And this is their red. This is what I've always used. It's their best color. It works the best. But while I was there, I picked up more red and I picked up yellow. Now their yellow is kind of a school bus yellow, a construction yellow. It's nothing pretty. But I thought maybe I can mix the red and the yellow and come up with an orange. Well, I did. But it's kind of a burnt pumpkin, autumny kind of orange. It's not bad, but it's not the bright orange that I'm after. But it'll work. Harbor Freight sells red, yellow, white, and black. The white and the black don't work as good. And maybe had I got the white and added, when I mixed the red and the yellow together, if I would have added a little bit of white, these would have come out a little lighter and brighter. I don't know. But it's not bad. And it's cheap. That's the good thing. So if you're looking to get into powder coating cheap, Harbor Freight, you can buy a couple of colors and mix them up and get different stuff. It's a good place to buy safety glasses. If you're thinking about wet tumbling and you don't need like the big Frankfurt Arsenal wet tumbler, these work well. You can pick up the 2.5 pounds of pins, stainless steel media pins from Midway for like 20 bucks. And so that's what I got. Pretty good haul. And Uncle Jim, no half-ton arbor presses. So maybe they'll bring them back. And that's it. I hope you guys are having a good day.